In another time and place, scattered all over space, they tried to find them all. They tried to find those Dragon Balls. Shenron appears, looking down on the aftermath caused by Omega Shenron and the Earth's warriors. Goku is healed and stands before the dragon, who boldly states, "It's time, Goku." Goku smiles. He knows what he needs to do and where he needs to go. Vegeta, the second strongest fighter, somehow knows the secret to Goku's journey ahead of him. "Goku, are you?" The question raised by many of the warriors, including Piccolo, Krillin, and Master Roshi. Are you? Did they refer to him being dead? Immortalized? Ascended to the level of being far above any god, deity that ever existed? Did Goku become the Almighty of the Dragon Ball world? A savior whose mission for an eternity is to protect it? The answer is, nobody knows. Yet. The events in between Goku's departure in Dragon Ball GT and the 100-year time skip were always a mystery. That is, until today. After Dragon Ball GT will now be told in this exciting, unofficial, fan-created story, with a passion in hoping that one day the story will surface for everyone to see. The events that I will take you on is a journey that combines the world of Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball GT. Whilst not being able to fully undo some inconsistencies, the story will indeed cover most of the major angles and explain the confusions of what we did not see in Dragon Ball GT that we see in Dragon Ball Super. I really do hope you enjoy this, as it comes from my imagination and what Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball GT mean to me as a fan. We are all different in how we relate a side story to the timeline as we know it, but in my Dragon Ball world, I share with you a world where both timelines coexist. Let us begin. Goku drifts away on Shenron's back. As the two become one, they soar through the skies of Earth, as if it was going to be their last sightseeing adventure of the planet for quite some time. However, a sudden pulsating surge of purple energy plummets through the atmosphere in front of Shenron, causing him to pull back on his thunderous charging sky soar. The energy beams bright but begins to fade, revealing the silhouette of two figures in the face of a confused Shenron. Behold, Beerus, god of destruction, and Whis, angel and mentor of Beerus. Ah, Shenron, what brings you out to these parts all alone, and much more importantly, reigning free without the restrictions of the Dragon Balls? Did you get wish free? I am under no obligation to tell you, Lord Beerus, as our mission goes far beyond gods of destruction. Not really, Shenron, not if I destroy you right now by putting a blast through your head. Have you forgotten that a mere Shenron means nothing to a god of destruction? It would be wise not to interfere, Lord Beerus. Lord Beerus, might I suggest we focus on the reason why we are here? Shenron is hardly causing any problems, am I right? Whatever, Whis, let's go find him. This is quite urgent. Oh, and Shenron, I am interested in how you are here in this way. Perhaps we could discuss this at a later time. Very well. Farewell for now. Where do you think you're going? There's one more thing, Shenron. You said, our mission? Who else is there with you? I'm sensing a change in you somewhat. Shenron begins to stare at Beerus with glowing red eyes. His body begins to glow, causing a blinding flash of light that even Beerus shields his eyes from. In front of Shenron appears a small boy wearing a blue martial arts uniform, with a tail falling from behind. Beerus wonders who the boy floating in the sky is. A striking familiarity surfaces, but Beerus denies the possibility of it ever being who he thinks it is. Beerus demands his name, to which the small boy smiles and says, "Long time no see, Lord Beerus. Don't you recognize me?" Whis continues to stare and smiles back at the boy, then looks at Beerus, waiting for him to finally notice. Beerus says, "It can't be." The boy says, "It's been over 10 years, you don't look like you've had enough sleep." Beerus replies with, "What the hell happened? I must still be dreaming." "It's really me, Lord Beerus. It's me, Goku." Beerus does not believe it. Beerus had left his planet to travel to Earth the moment he awakened. Goku looks at Beerus without his guard up and says with a cheery attitude, "You know, I've gotten much stronger since the last time we met. Right before I met my student Oob, you decided to take a nap, which gave me a bit of time to learn some new skills. Do you fancy one little sparring match for old time's sake, Beerus? Whis intervenes. Goku, I think it's safe to say that there are considerable changes in you, which myself and Lord Beerus are unaware of fully. But to consider yourself stronger than him is still inaccurate. For the last time you battled utilizing your Ultra Instinct, you had the advantage for quite some time. That was, of course, until Lord Beerus finally tapped in and mastered his own Ultra Instinct finally. It only took him a million years. In terms of both of you without Ultra Instinct, Beerus has been living for millions of years, so his body is built like iron from experience, and has more impact on his fight, whereas you weren't quite there yet. Are you telling me in a mere 10 to 15 years you could get to that physical level? Beerus says nothing, not even to Whis. All Whis knows is that Beerus needed to find Goku for a mysterious reason. However, Goku looks at Whis and says, "It's funny you should say that, Whis. The last time I used Ultra Instinct was back when I fought Beerus. And yeah, Beerus totally whipped me with that Ultra Instinct of his. I thought I'd mastered it as high as it could go, but realized if I didn't train my physical body or stamina to compensate it, the Ultra Instinct wouldn't be at its fullest potential when I used it. So I kept growing the old-fashioned way. Good old hard stamina and power sessions in my base form with Oob every day. I need to do it before I get a little too old, right? I mean, look at me now." Whis replies, "So you haven't been training the way I taught you years ago? No Ultra Instinct? Have you gone beyond Super Saiyan Blue, Goku?" Goku closes his eyes and smiles. "Beyond Super Saiyan Blue? To be honest with you, I haven't used Super Saiyan Blue in some time either." Beerus blinks an eye with confusion, whilst Whis wonders why. "You know, it's ever since I got turned into a kid like this, I couldn't even use instant transmission, let alone Super Saiyan Blue. It's strange, it's like my mind works different when I'm a kid. I've got less focus when it comes to something like Super Saiyan Blue or instant transmission. The focus on sensing and using high-end key techniques. As a kid, it's distracting. All I do is think about food and sleep." Interestingly, Goku has lost his ability to use his God Ki during the events of Dragon Ball GT due to his childlike mind and focus, plus being a kid had sliced his stamina into pieces, which meant Ultra Instinct was even less likely to occur with his mentality now. Goku explained that he had developed a new power called Super Saiyan 4, and that his new tail was part of the primal upgrade to the Saiyan. Without the God powers, Goku's Super Saiyan 4 was the only pathway to getting stronger to deal with the threats in Dragon Ball GT. Goku was always a strong being, but had relied on his transformations for years to face stronger foes. Whis and Beerus are a rather little disappointed in Goku's lack of commitment to his training days with them, believing that Goku has forgotten all that he learned and became a sloppy fighter, back to where Beerus first met him on King Kai's planet years ago. However, Goku was no sloppy fighter. Whis may have been keeping an eye out all these years, but he had missed the most important events of Dragon Ball GT, where Goku achieved Super Saiyan 4. "I must say, Goku, I thought you'd develop into a true successor to Lord Beerus in these last 10 years, as that was the promise you made by yourself. However, it seems you've taken a step back in your training. This Super Saiyan 4 you speak of appears to be just a powered up Super Saiyan 3, am I right? You wouldn't last 5 seconds against Lord Beerus in a simple sparring match." "If you think Super Saiyan 4 is just a strong Super Saiyan 3, Whis, I can say you're the one going to be in for a big awakening. Shenron, get back! We need a little space here." Goku stands before Whis and Beerus. "So, do you want me to show you the full primal power of a Saiyan? The real power?" Whis smiles. "Goku, even back when you fought Beerus for the first time, your colliding punches started a catastrophic event that would eventually destroy all that's within the universe. Over the last few years, I've never sensed a power that would be a threat to ending the universe in any way, excluding Omega Shenron's toxic pollution, of course. If anything, Goku, you've become weaker." Beerus says, "Come then, Mr. Super Saiyan 4. Show me the new power you've gained. It better be worth my time." Goku becomes tense. His eyes begin changing into a hazel color, with a more determined look than ever. "Whis, you may still be my teacher, but now it's you who's got a lot to learn." A roar rips the sky apart. The roar of the Great Ape, the thunderous golden aura surrounds Goku as his metamorphosis begins. Whis and Beerus are not shaken, but are still intrigued. Out of the blinding golden glow reveals a pinky red furred arm, with a bicep large enough to snap the rings of Saturn. Goku's eyes are closed in this physical primed body known as Super Saiyan 4. He awakens. The true Super Saiyan form stands before Beerus and Whis.
Ooh, I love the pink fur, it's so glam rock. Maybe that's its only power to start some kind of music concert. Check out the eyeliner too. He's grown so much, and looks even more physically superior than he did the last time we saw.
Beerus looks with no emotion at Super Saiyan 4. So let's have it then. A repeat of the day on King Kai's planet. Hey, Lord Beerus. Just because the universe hasn't come close to ending, or just because you've never sensed me threatening the universe, doesn't mean for 1 second that I couldn't do it. In this body, I have a power that is so raw, so indescribable and primed, that at any second, I could lose it all and it would destroy everything you know. The reason why I don't showcase universal destruction is because now I know how to control every single piece of my power in this form, and I place it right here in this fist, ready for anyone who threatens the life I swear to protect.
Oh, bravo! So you're saying in that form, you've gone beyond your previous limitations?
From a physical standpoint, yes, I can endure and hit harder than I ever have, and my stamina is as hot as it's ever been. I feel like I can stay for hours in this form.
Wonderful. And what about Ultra Instinct?
Good question. The problem with that is that I've tried to think about it whilst in this form, but my pathways to using it don't sync up too well. I can't use it. It must be something to do with the Saiyan nature interfering with my focus. I've tried to turn blue like this too, but still, nothing. Beerus interrupts. Enough talk, Goku. I'm here to kill you. You're a future risk to this universe whether you claim you can destroy a universe or not. Whis, I'm gonna kill him. I'll explain later. Die, Goku, you traitorous piece of trash. The reason for Beerus' urgency was to find Goku because he had a dream. A vision. A prophecy like before with the Super Saiyan God. However, this dream, or as we will find out, nightmare, involved Goku doing the unthinkable. That being destroying the very universe. Destroying it, not in an accident, but in an act. Does Beerus have an accurate track record when it comes to visions? How could Goku possibly be the one to destroy the universe? Why would it ever be allowed? And why would he ever do such a thing if Goku loved so much about life in the first place? Something must be wrong, but Beerus has one goal in mind. His goal is to kill Goku, to prevent this vision from happening. What events will take place in the next episode? Without any further delay, Beerus charges a purple ball of enormous power above his head, twists it, compresses it, and in a ferocious thrust, he launches it towards Goku, who has become a Super Saiyan 4. The energy blast was formed with Beerus' Hakai energy, meaning its intention is to kill Goku. In this brief moment of the blast traveling towards Goku, Whis notices the lack of movement in Goku, as well as his mental focus being unflinched. Whis begins to watch with concern. As the blast measures a foot away from Goku, the Super Saiyan 4 closes his eyes. The blast connects, and an explosion of godly power entangles the area of Goku. From below the explosion in the air falls the body of Goku. Falling from the impact, Goku's eyes are closed, and his body continues to fall below to the earth. Beerus looks in confusion, expecting at least something from this battle. Whis also assumes that the Super Saiyan 4 power was no match for the God of Destruction's power. But Whis adds, Lord Beerus, I didn't expect anything from the Super Saiyan 4 form, however, shouldn't his body be erased from your presence right now? Beerus begins looking agitated, but then smiles, and propels himself south, towards the earth. His high speeds allow him to pass the fall in Super Saiyan 4, and lands on the earth wastelands below. Beerus is preparing a strike attack that will shatter Goku's body. Whis continues to watch from above, knowing something hasn't been calculated correctly. How could a Super Saiyan 4's body survive that level of attack? For the last 10 years, Goku has never showcased a power to even come in close to matching a a god of destruction. Goku's power has never threatened a universe. But as we will soon find out, just because Goku's power hasn't been threatening a universe, doesn't mean we can count him out. As Goku's body is about to hit the ground, Beerus charges his right leg with destructive energy, ready for the godly kick, when suddenly, Goku's falling body disappears in an instant. Beerus looks confused as he didn't expect that. What the hell? There! Beerus detects Goku's ki. It's not the same pressurizing ki that he once had in the Super Saiyan Blue forms. It was similar to his old Super Saiyan 3 energy that Beerus once fought on King Kai's planet years ago. Except, Beerus' eyes widen with an anxious look as he travels back up towards the sky where Whis and Super Saiyan 4 Goku appears to be. Beerus begins to notice something terrible. Beerus begins noticing that Goku's mortal ki has changed more than expected. It hasn't just surged. The ki inside Super Saiyan 4 Goku that Beerus feels starts to feel unlimited. The depth of the ki cannot be measured yet. Beerus arrives back in the sky and sees Super Saiyan 4 in the same position he was in before the blast hit him. Explain yourself. You don't just feel like a strong Super Saiyan 3 Goku. There's something else. Goku replies, Well, Lord Beerus, to tell you the truth, I took a huge gamble then, and it seemed to pay off. I knew if I couldn't take that blast of yours, which isn't even your full power, then I'd have no chance in this fight. It just so happens when it hit me, your ki felt like it wanted to tear me to shreds, but my body wouldn't allow it.
Whis replies, So it seems, Goku, you appear to have done it.
Done what?
You will see. Continue fighting with Lord Beerus and all will be revealed.
Beerus dashes towards Goku, Goku's arms raised in defense, ready for battle. As Beerus forms a multiple hit punch combo, Goku begins blocking the punches. Goku attempts to throw punches back at Beerus, where some connect to a few rib shots, but Beerus presses hard and increases his speed, to which Goku raises his. Beerus manages to overtake Goku's defense and hits Goku's body hard with rapid punches and kicks all over his body, followed by a teleport elbow strike to the back of his head. A strike that could knock anyone out for the count, but Goku's body remains floating. Lighten up, Lord Beerus. That one's gonna really leave a lump. Beerus teleports again and uppercuts Goku, to which Goku makes a fast recovery and grabs Beerus' arm and begins spinning him around and around in a dragon spin. Goku's speed of the spin increases, to which a tornado forms and launches Beerus south this time. Goku dashes south to chase Beerus' falling body. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's golden yellow aura surrounds himself as he overtakes Beerus. Goku is on the ground and his palm begins glowing with golden flames. The Dragon Fist is coming. Goku launches himself up towards Beerus' fallen body. Goku shouts it. Dragon Fist explode! Beerus' eyes awaken. He turns and sees the golden dragon soaring upwards through Goku's fist. Beerus screams and generates his god powers to even greater heights. A giant purple aura surrounds him whilst he roars, and the Dragon Fist collides with the barrier. Goku begins roaring with his power, trying to break the barrier and get to Beerus. It almost seemed like a replica of Super Vegito vs. Buhan. He knows that if Beerus is going to try and kill him without thinking, then Goku needs to go all in, but also wants to test his greatest attack against the God of Destruction to know what chance he has. Beerus' aura is strong, but the Dragon Fist begins breaking through. Beerus can see the Dragon Fist aggressively eating away at the barrier, so Beerus deactivates the barrier and sets his arms up to block in an instant. His arms widen so quickly and in a swift move, generating one final explosive barrier that detonates instantly. Both Goku and Beerus get caught in this explosion before the Dragon Fist hits Beerus. The two begin falling. Goku lands and lays on the ground, but Beerus lands on his feet, just barely. Nice try, Saiyan, but I'm still going to kill you. Goku makes it to his feet, but Beerus launches a series of attacks and punches, brutally damaging Goku, who is still in his Super Saiyan 4 form. Goku tries fighting back with sloppy punches, but Beerus' eyes begin to glow silver with a multicolored aura surrounding him. Goku grins ever so slightly. Oh no, this is bad. Beerus' fighting ability starts becoming unpredictable. His actions are fast. Goku cannot land a punch on Beerus. Beerus is using Ultra Instinct, his Ultra Instinct, and he looks unstoppable. Beerus is hitting away at Goku with enough precise punches of destruction that it should have killed him by now, but it doesn't. Goku falls to his knees in a bloody mess, and Beerus's eyes lose their silver glow. He reverts back to his normal self. "It's over, Goku." Beerus points his palm towards Goku with a blast charge in to end him, similar to Vegeta against Frieza in the Resurrection F story. Beerus says, "I'll give you this, Goku. You're nothing compared to your Ultra Instinct days, but you can take one hell of a beating, I'll give you that. Goodbye." Goku's body begins radiating a red glow. The golden Super Saiyan 4 aura surrounds himself. "Not yet, Beerus." Before Beerus can even launch his energy ball to finish off Goku, Goku propels himself from the ground and strikes Beerus with a mighty headbutt to the chin. An all-out body attack. Beerus is hit back and his blast is lost. The blast is thrown by accident over into the wastelands. Goku sees this and knows if it hits the ground, the blast will destroy planet Earth. Goku tries dashing towards it and it's traveling too fast. He knows he's not going to make it. That was until Whis appeared and negates it.
That was a close one. Continue.
"Nice. Yeah, I didn't think about the next step. I just knew I had to get out of Beerus's way somehow. Thanks, Whis." Beerus gets up and aims his voice to Goku. "Damn Saiyan, you should be dead already. Hanging on by a thread as usual." Goku replies, "Beerus, you haven't given me one chance to ask you why you want to kill me. I don't mind a sparring match, but I don't want to try killing each other." Beerus replies, "The next fight we engage in, Goku, will be a last. But very well. I had a vision you would destroy the universe. I've come here to stop you. Don't let our friendship get in the way of my duties of a god of destruction. Nobody destroys unless I authorize it." Goku replies, "You're trying to kill me based on a vision? What the heck? Well, I've got a good track record, haven't I, Super Saiyan God?" "Yeah, but still, is there any reason behind why I do it?"
Whis steps in. "I think this needs to be postponed until we find further information on how to prevent it. Both of you, power down. I feel a vision can't be relied on just yet, Lord Beerus, not until we discover more truth to it."
I guess it was fun having a little wake-up workout. But remember this, Goku, I've been sleeping for over 10 years. Once I get my Ultra Instinct going, it will tear you apart. I've still got sleepers in my eyes." Goku replies, "Yeah, that was going a little too far for me right now. You've really grown strong with that Ultra Instinct. Makes me want to work harder."
Whis presents himself, ready to give a great speech about the battle. "But you have worked hard, Goku. Allow me to explain what I've assessed here today. You see, there has been a misconception for years that God Ki is the only way to become stronger, and without it, you're nothing. This is far from the truth. I told you in the past that you can only get so far with the way you used to train. However, even I can be wrong. God Ki can be stronger than Mortal Ki, yes, but Mortal Ki can also become very strong if trained correctly. As so, there have been many warriors in the past who have never once used God Ki. Broly, Hit, and even your son Gohan, just to name a few. It was their own potential, their own power. God Ki is only a tool to use in your own potential, a way of utilizing your Ki creatively for success. Ultra Instinct is all mental, but your Ki is what enhances you physically. It seems you figured a way to use in your natural roots to unlock your body's limits without God Ki. Hence the reason why your Ki feels deep and unlimited. The potential that has always been inside of you, Goku, and has been brought to the surface using this Super Saiyan 4, at least from a physical standpoint. Your body is an absolute physical tank, yes, managing to take on Beerus's best strikes and still stand up. It's a shame you haven't figured a way to utilize Ultra Instinct. If your mind was in its prime as much as your body is, you could become something spectacular. I just don't think you'll be able to utilize Ultra Instinct in that form. The presence you give off is rather, well, primitive and aggressive. Your Super Saiyan Blue form was good practice for your mind, keeping it calm, making Ultra Instinct activate easier. But Super Saiyan 4, it seems it's either one way or the other, I'm afraid."
Beerus replies, "I'll give you that at least. You take and give punches better than ever, but your mental fighting ability is sloppy. You may look big and scary now, and have guns of steel, but you were more of a threat using Ultra Instinct, and that was over 10 years ago. Though, from your Dragon Fist strength, I know full well you could destroy a universe if you wanted to, which is why I've got my eyes on you, you bastard. Don't think you're off the hook yet." Well, you better watch out I don't learn some new tricks, Beerus, especially between now and our next match. The battle with Beerus and Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes to its closing seconds. The two fighters both sense it. They sense the presence of a being they have not felt for nearly 15 years. The skies darken, the air becomes a cold, empty chill. The clouds begin swirling, forming an opening portal where all that can be felt from inside is resentment, anger, and revenge. From there descends what could be described as an entrance of a god. They sense the presence of a being they have not felt for nearly 15 years. The skies darken, the air becomes a cold, empty chill. The clouds begin swirling, forming an opening portal where all that can be felt from inside is resentment, anger, and revenge. From there descends what could be described as an entrance of a god. One to be admired, one to be worshipped as a savior, but this was far from a savior of mankind. Beerus and Goku look from a distance, their battle postponed. Behold, the return of Goku Black. Don't look so shocked, Lord Beerus. It was only a matter of time until you felt the fear return inside of you. Since the almighty King of Kings failed in erasing me, I have had adequate time to unleash these devastating events that even a god of destruction would envy. Beerus replies, You should have been deleted from existence. Haha, I have plans unfinished. Not even that fool could erase the savior of the universe. Goku steps in. What the hell? I remember you. You destroyed Trunks' future, and you think you can waltz in here and destroy our world? You've got a lot to learn about us. You won't last 2 seconds on us. Haha, oh my Goku, just call me Goku Black for now. Look at how much you've grown. You know, you don't surprise me. As far as that form you possess looks incredibly neat and powerful, it seems you haven't been able to wield it like a god. What do you mean? Such a novice. Your energy is so raw and barbaric it sickens me. It's a shame the god ki you once wielded cannot be a part of that form. Of course, you're not me. Goku looks confused and also slightly shaken. What? Beerus floats and places himself in front of our Goku. Goku, stand back. This is starting to become very clear to me now. Whis also steps in. Lord Beerus, this shouldn't be too much of a problem for you, am I correct? Black quickly and intensely interrupts. As for you, Angel, quiet yourself. I will deal with you soon enough, once I'm finished with Goku over there. Tell me, Goku, do you remember ushering the words, to go even further beyond? I have access to all of your memories of the past, present, and future. Beerus looks at Goku. Goku looks back at Beerus with shock, not knowing what Goku Black means. Let me show you a form that even a god of destruction fears. Goku Black's arms become tense. His aura begins glowing rosé. His top fiercely rips open to a bare chest pumped. His scream becomes terrifying, where the roar of a great ape can be heard thundering through his voice. Goku passes in front of Beerus to look at Goku Black. Oh no, Beerus, we're in for some trouble here. Beerus looks back at Goku Black, knowing this transformation is all too similar to what Goku had just performed before him moments ago. Goku Black's aura radiates rosé as a tail unfolds from behind his body. Whis reacts to this. It seems he has a tail, but if I remember, last time there was no identification of a tail. I wonder how he acquired it. Goku Black roars with an intense rosé aura, with yellow electricity surrounding it. A power so magnificent yet truly horrifying, with pressure that edges Beerus and Goku back. It begins expanding. The power felt exactly like Goku in this form, but there was much more to it. It felt similar to the energy in Merged Zamasu years ago, a truly unpleasant feeling of horror. And so, the transformation arrives at its finale. The skies are scorched. The earth below cannot be seen due to its darkened thunderclouds above and below. This was a fight in the polluted skies above empty wastelands. What horrors were just caused by Omega Shenron have now been magnified tenfold. Goku Black has become a Super Saiyan 4. But that was not the only worrying factor for Beerus and Goku. The transformation had caused universal splits, leaving dimensional portals around Goku Black, similar to the enraged Buhan caused back against Vegito years ago. The nightmare was just beginning, for these portals were the opening gate for the arrival of what has never been seen before in the multiverse. The arrival of the Dark Angels. Beerus, Whis and Goku are in absolute shock and have nothing to say, knowing the power they sense is beyond anything they've ever felt before. The Dark Angels, 12 accounted for, and appear one by one and begin surrounding the three. Whis cannot believe his eyes, as an identical angel to himself presents itself. The angel is similar in stature, but of a reddish hue, and wields a red staff. The symbolization of good versus evil could not be more apparent at this point. Goku Black says, "Prepare yourself, God of Destruction. This is necessary for the wheel to be broken." Beerus enters a defensive stance, wondering what it is Goku Black wants, but knowing full well this isn't going to be small talk. Goku tells Beerus to get ready, as he begins charging his Super Saiyan 4 power. Whis begins to forward himself towards Goku Black, but the Dark Angels create a blocked path, not allowing him to pass any further. Whis says, "What it is you've done is beyond the realm of gods. This won't end well for you." But Goku Black replies, "What's the matter? Are you and your little special wand having trouble detecting my plans over the last few years? Do you not think I prepared for you, Angel?" Goku steps in with anger. "Enough of this, Samas. You're still the same as you were. Beerus, let's end them now. You've got Ultra Instinct, right? Time to let loose that power." Beerus looks at Goku in the corner of his eye, with a sparkle of sweat falling from his temple. Goku Black begins laughing. "Ultra Instinct? Well done, Beerus. Now it seems there may be a sporting chance for you. 1 Ultra Instinct versus 13 Ultra Instinct." Goku's eyes widen with fear. Beerus the same. Whis looks down. "I'm afraid we are out of options, my lord. It's fight or flight now." Goku Black interrupts and shouts, "I don't think so, Whis. You're going nowhere. Dark Angels, begin the Dark Gods Protocol." Goku steps in. "No you don't! Kamehameha times 10! Goku launches his signature move towards Goku Black. For miles, the red glow of the Kamehameha reddens the skies with its ferocious power. Goku Black looks at it coming toward him. The Dark Angels allow the blast to pass through as they swiftly move aside whilst maintaining eye contact with Beerus, Whis, and Goku. But in one slick move, Goku Black puts his hand out and holds the blast in front of him. The Kamehameha is halted. Goku Black holds it effortlessly. Super Saiyan 4 Goku screams one more time. "No! That's not good!" Goku Black continues holding it, clenches his jaw ready to dematerialize it. But Goku doesn't give in. Goku knows it's now or never. His Super Saiyan 4 golden aura magnifies. Goku's eyes begin flaring with red Super Saiyan 4 power, and Goku, whilst attacking with everything he's got, does something he may regret for the rest of his life. 10 times Kamehameha times 3! Goku's vibrant aura intensifies with the Kaioken power. Goku's already muscular physique goes into overdrive as his chest pumps beyond its normal size. The blast generates an intense amount of power, 3 times stronger than his original. And Goku Black shouts, "You fool! You're going to die!" Goku Black starts generating his own energy through his hand to push it back, and quickly enters a brace position as the power of the 10 times Kamehameha times 3 rises. Goku screams for his life, but his eyes begin fading, and the power slowly drops. The blast is dematerialized, and overrun by Goku Black's new Super Saiyan 4 power. Goku says, "I'm sorry, Lord Beerus. I had to try. Damn." Goku falls for the last time. His Super Saiyan 4 form vanishes, and all that's left is his child form, battered and worn, falling from the sky. From the distance appears Shenron, who has been watching from afar. He soars low and aims to catch Goku, as they have a new bond. Shenron is on the verge of catching Goku, but something terrible happens. 3 Dark Angels appear in front of Shenron, halting the dragon. Goku Black shouts to the Dark Angels, "Merely a threat, but dead all the same." The Dark Angels charge their 3 wands, collide them, which sparks a dark power of despicable energy that strikes Shenron. Shenron roars in pain and suffering. The redness of his eyes disappear, and Shenron's body begins disintegrating. The Dark Angels smile as they see Shenron vanishing from existence. The dragon is dead. Shenron is no more. One of the Dark Angels makes a repulsive comment. "One less pathetic creature to waste energy on. Would be easier to rid this planet all at once." Goku Black smiles from a distance whilst Goku's body continues falling to the earth below. Beerus and Whis look in concern as Whis enters a defense position to support Beerus. Back to back, they float in midair, ready to back each other up. 12 angels and a Super Saiyan 4 Goku Black, ready to strike. The odds are ridiculously overwhelming. Could this be the end for Beerus and Whis? Goku's body continues to fall down to the earth. What has happened to Goku? What will happen next? Don't you dare go too far away. Beerus and Whis stand together in this devastating moment. From a power standpoint, if Beerus could tap into Ultra Instinct, they may just escape at best. But Beerus begins realizing that it may not be Goku who is going to destroy the universe, but Goku Black. Whis had been made unaware of Goku Black's ambitions for years, and now it had surfaced. Beerus shouts, "What do you want?" Goku Black replies, "Oh, Lord Beerus now on the edge of his seat starting negotiations. He must be very worried. What I want is quite simple. I want you, Beerus, for my wonderful paradise." "Oh yeah, is that so? What will you make me do, brush your fluffy new pink fur?" "Haha, not quite. You see, every other Beerus I've encountered in the timelines are dead." "That's too bad. Guess they didn't want to join you either, you mad ape." "Haha, no, Beerus. They died because they were used for my growth." Beerus's eyes open with confusion and shock. "That's right. That's the face of fear I like." "You see, it appears I've come to part of my plan where I need to collect you, as I've grown enough. So count yourself lucky." "You want me? Come and get me, you bastard." And so, the battle between Beerus, Whis and Goku Black is about to begin in a destructive clash. Goku Black has stated he has killed Beerus multiple times in other timelines, but now he needs this Beerus to complete his Ultra plan. Beerus and Whis enter their fighting stance, and the eyes of Beerus begin glowing silver. Beerus has entered Ultra Instinct, showing his attempted mastery of it. Whis begins entering a familiar multicolored aura signifying his mastery of combat and skill as well. They are both ready for war. "Ha! That's it! That's the form, Beerus! Or technique, whatever. The point being is you're the one I want. Dark Angels, capture him and kill that angel!" Whis says to Beerus, "It's been an honor serving under you, Lord Beerus." "What do you mean?" Whis grabs Beerus and puts his staff into the chest of Beerus. "Live and rejoice." Whis smiles as Beerus shouts, "Whis, no!" Beerus begins dematerializing and vanishes after a blinding flash of light. Whis remains at the center of all the other angels. "What was that angel? Where the hell did he go?"
It seems that this staff has some magic that you fools have been too lazy to study. He's gone somewhere where even I don't know. If I tried to travel as quickly as I could with him, the 12 of those angels there would have easily caught up.
You fool! You've just certified your own death!
That decision was already made beforehand, wasn't it? Let's see what these dark angels can do.
Insect, one of them is you! Can't you see? You are outgunned! Die! The angels charge Whis, and Whis enters a defensive position, parrying a number of angels at once. It appears that Whis and his Ultra Instinct are more technically sound than the Dark Angels at this point, because of the dark nature of the angels interfering with their Ultra Instinct. However, as Whis fends off the angels with precision and technicality, the numbers game becomes too great, and Whis is sucker punched by the 7th angel on the attack. A handful of the other angels just watch from afar, knowing there is no need for their assistance. For the first time, Whis is seen being pushed back, and injured as he is floored across the face with a lightning punch, followed by a thunderous roundhouse kick to the temple. Whis falls out of his concentration from the impact of these moves, after receiving over 1,000 strikes from the angels within seconds. Deadly strikes, Whis' body begins falling in a bloodied mess. But he rebounds once again and goes up for the battle against the angels. He hits with a few more dangerous punches and kicks, but is completely overwhelmed again. He falls once more, and this time he almost slips out of consciousness, only for Goku Black to catch him mid-air. The angel Whis is on death's door, but his bravery and courage refuses for him to give up as he reverses Goku Black's grasp with his palm and puts him into a chokehold. You've got a bit of fight in you still. Give up, Angel, you're done. Not until your neck is detached, thief. Pretty gritty for an angel.
I've removed all obstacles from my role. Now fear the wrath of an angel with no rules.
Goku Black? Goku Black starts to look worried. The fear enters his eye as Whis has him in a faster necklock, a dangerous position for any fighter to be in. The other angels watch as they know any sudden move will push Whis to kill Goku Black in a heartbeat. But as Whis appears to be in full control, Whis' ribcage begins showing its damage and the pain enters Whis' body from the internal bleeding, caused by the other angels. Whis' grip is slowly loosening. He can't keep this up, as he is in too much pain and in agony to complete the hold. Goku Black manages to break out of Whis' grasp and punches full force into the angel's ribs. This time, the cracks can be heard from meters away. Whis is completely incapacitated, and the amount of pain and suffering makes him slip out of consciousness fully. Goku Black drops Whis. The energy blast is charged, and it's sent towards the angel as he falls. Whis becomes entangled in the dark, hideous beam of energy from Goku Black, and Whis' warrior soul and body that fought bravely, saving his pupil, begins disintegrating. Whis slowly dies, and his body fades into nothingness. Whis is dead. As the other angels look on with a few damaged arms and jaws, they destroy Whis' staff with no respect to him whatsoever. Whatever this ultra plan that Goku Black planned, it's been postponed thanks to Whis. Beerus is somewhat saved, but for how long? Goku Black knows there is no use remaining on the planet Earth as Beerus' presence cannot be felt by the gods, meaning he is far away, perhaps not even in the same universe, nobody knows. Before Goku Black leaves with the angels through their portals, Goku Black orders one of the angels to remain on the planet Earth in case Beerus shows back up, and to track what the other fighters are doing. He would be merely there as an intelligence gathering angel, but a powerful one at that, as there is currently no one on the planet who can stop him now. Whis is dead, Beerus is gone, Shenron has been killed. Hope now remains in the boy Goku, who fell from the sky. Goku's body fell, but there was that one person who was there in Goku's corner to help him if times ever got tough. That man was Vegeta, the proud Saiyan Prince. Vegeta had felt the disturbance the moment Goku left with Shenron, and instead followed his senses to this location. He watched everything from afar and could see Goku falling, to which he had caught him safely and brought him back down to Earth. Vegeta says, "Kakarot, it's not time to die yet, you clown!" Goku's eyes barely open. Vegeta... Yes, I'm here. Look, we don't have senzu beads anymore. You're going to have to heal the old-fashioned way. Wait, Dende, or the Kai, can you hear me, you fools? Get here now! Kakarot needs you! Goku barely says, Vegeta, Dark Angels, we've got to hide. Too strong, even for Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta begins to think, looking stressed. Stupid god powers. I'm not using them ever again after I hear that bastard Beerus authorize the destruction of my homeworld and try to eliminate our Saiyan race. I'd rather die than fight under the teachings of those fools. That's why I unlearned what I learned, Kakarot, and went back to my Saiyan roots. I won't ever use God Ki again, and you're doing the same now. Brute Saiyan strength is all we need, Kakarot. We will crack the skulls of those gods together. Now get up and get ready, because we need to be at our best to fuse. Vegeta, those guys are too strong. Super Saiyan 4 won't be enough right now. We need something else. Gogeta. Gogeta will be enough, Kakarot. You felt it as much as I did against Omega. We clowned around for too long. We would have to end the fight in the first 5 minutes. Goku starts coming around a little bit more from being beat up bad. You're right. That fusion was something else, right? Remember when we were Vegito against Samas years ago? That was something. But fusing as Super Saiyan 4s? Man, that raw mortal potential was something totally different, huh? I'd say, compared to those guys up there, we could take down a few at our full power, but not all of them. So what you're saying is, we just get 10 times stronger than before. Let's go to the time chamber. No, not yet. We won't be fusing. We're going to fight as 2 Super Saiyan 4s. But this time, it'll be different. It's usually me denying the fusion dance. This time it's you. How times have changed, Kakarot. Vegeta starts to smile. Alright, what's this plan of yours, Kakarot? Goku and Vegeta travel to the lookout where they meet Dende and Mr. Popo. Analyzing his new Super Saiyan 4 power combined with God Ki and allegedly Ultra Instinct. How did he acquire this, they wonder? How is Goku Black even here, and how on earth has he gathered 12 Dark Angels, which appear to be the dark mirrors of the original 12 angels? Surely, if an angel attacks in full force, they can be erased. So why is it they, as well as Whis, who recently perished fighting for his life, how did they not get erased? These were questions that needed to be found out, but right now, Goku and Vegeta's goal was to do as they always do, and get stronger to combat the dark forces. Hey Dende, can you heal me up? Took a heck of a beating back there. By the way, Shenron has been killed. I no longer have the bond that I briefly made with him. Can you make a new dragon, Dende? Of course, this shouldn't be much of a problem. Did you say a bond with Shenron? I didn't think something like that was even possible, except with myself for creating him. Vegeta says, then you're not much of a guardian if you don't know the secret of Shenron's powers. I knew this as soon as Kakarot left. The dragon and he became one. Kakarot's soul became a dragon soul. The courage and bravery and fighting spirit of the dragon found an immortal. An ascent to heights never seen before. My brief time on Namek years ago is why I know of this. Do your history homework, kid. Or I'll step up as guardian instead. Goku says, wow Vegeta, so that's what happened, huh? I did feel oddly different, but nothing was explained to me. Good job to have you around. It was all feeling like it was meant to be. Oh well, that's gone for now I guess. So let's get to work. Dende, how's the time chamber looking? Dende explains that the time chamber is back to full operation, and it can hold an unlimited capacity. But to add to the misery of the situation, the old Kai contacts Dende telepathically and informs Dende and the others that he has eavesdropped on Goku Black speaking with the Dark Angel he left on Earth. Goku Black has just given the order for the Angel to exterminate the remaining fighters on Earth in exactly 12 hours, so that there are no chances for his plan being foiled, as he is still searching for Beerus, who has been teleported randomly to an unknown location by the dying Whis. But Goku pipes up, not even worried about the 12-hour deadline. He says, the time chamber has an unlimited capacity? Then this makes the plan even more epic, Vegeta. Dende also says that the time chamber has a protection on it, so nobody can sense anyone in there anymore. Not even gods or angels. Vegeta smiles. I see we are actually starting to think like the classic Saiyans who win through strategy as well as strength. Time to get Gohan, Goten, and Pan. That scholar son of yours might be the key when it comes to Super Saiyan 4, bringing out the warrior's best. I'll go and get Trunks and Bulla. There are no restrictions this time. Every Saiyan counts. We are fighting for the future. We will grab Oob too. His abilities are damn right broken and may actually save the day. Plus, we'll need the old Kai, for the tail reasons obviously. Dende doesn't know what is going on, but Goku says, don't worry Dende, this is the end of the road for evil gods and angels. They are about to meet an army of full-powered Super Saiyan 4s. Vegeta tells Kakarot to conceal his ki whilst they travel the planet, so that the angel would not find them. The evil angel patrols the planet for any abnormalities, but at least in the time chamber later on, they will be concealed whilst training. And so, Vegeta and Goku head to Capsule Corp, and to the surprise of their families who hadn't long got home after the Omega Shenron battle, they see Goku once again. Bulma says, well that didn't take long did it? Goku explains that an even greater danger than the Shadow Dragons has presented itself. Naturally, that's just how things go in this world. And in order to protect it, Goku explains it's not going to be all about him this time. This time, it's going to be a team effort. They are all going to save the Earth, even Pan and Bulla. But of course, Videl and Bulma goes ballistic. How dare these Saiyans try to put their little girls in danger like this? But this time, it wasn't Bulma's choice. Bulla rises up. With an unexpected show of courage, she realizes that she is the future of the Saiyan race, and the human race, and there must be a time in life where she faces her fears head on. To face the ultimate challenge, and she wants to be ahead of Pan at all costs, a newer generation rivalry. Bulla would want to make her father proud, she would want to surpass her brother Trunks, she has new goals and new paths to forge. Bulla and Pan would face the mountain in which Goten and Trunks failed to conquer when they were kids. Bulla and Pan intend to surpass their elders. Vegeta smiles seeing this, but so does Bulma, and Bulma tells Vegeta to make Bulla stronger than him, or he can kiss that hot Super Saiyan 4 monkey-style sex with Bulma on the weekend goodbye. Of course, Bulma whispers that in Vegeta's ears away from the kids, because they're good parents like that. Goku talks to Gohan, Goten, and Pan, but Pan showing an incredible level of guts with her grandpa in space, she also rises up and wants to face the challenge along with Bulla. Videl and Chi-Chi feel a bit more comfortable about this new Super Saiyan 4 training for Pan, but also feel it would be weird having half of the family as furry pink monkeys. Gohan is slightly worried about the plan and his daughter's safety, but Pan raises Gohan's fighting spirits, telling him to show her the power that he had when he was a kid growing up. She heard all about the stories of Gohan growing up in his power. She knows there is more to her father than he showed over the last year, and Gohan smiles and gives the nod, motivated once again. Vegeta steps in and talks to Goten and Trunks. Right, you two. No games this time. You will surpass me and Kakarot. It's your jobs as Saiyans. The 7 Saiyans and Oob line up, and Goku teleports them all to the lookout, and the fate of the universe rests in this future Super Saiyan 4 bargain sale. Goku also teleports to the old Kai, and brings him and the Supreme Kai to the lookout, because the old Kai is the key to getting the tails out of Saiyans who don't have their tails anymore. Damn those writers. And as the two families prepare to enter the chamber, along with the Kais, the Dark Angel arrives on the lookout. It cannot be. He confronts Dende, who jumps in the way to postpone him, and he puts Dende into a torture hold. But the 7 Saiyans, along with Oob and the 2 Kais, manage to enter the time chamber just in time, as Mr. Popo does the unthinkable and destroys the time chamber door from the outside just after they all enter, leaving the 10 of them trapped inside, in a dimension not known or cannot be sensed even by the angels. The evil angel becomes angry that this is a plan that could potentially foil the dark evil plan of Goku Black, and the evil angel utilizes its dark energy and holds Dende and Mr. Popo up in front of him, and in a sudden emotionless act, the Dark Angel breaks the necks of the 2 Guardians. Dende and Mr. Popo are dead, and their body falls to the tiles of the lookout. These times are darker than ever. The losses begin. And what about the families of Goku and Vegeta? What is this Dark Angel going to do? Everything now rests with this secret Super Saiyan 4 time chamber training. Is the plan really to have a mass amount of Super Saiyan 4? Or does Goku and Vegeta have something else in mind? Only time will tell. Goku and the others would remain in the newly constructed hyperbolic time chamber for a total of 7 years, as they couldn't get out anyway. But it was at that point where they felt their training was complete and were ready to destroy the enemies. But what training did they undergo? How would they live for so long? Well, the old Kai and his magical powers could replenish food supplies constantly, to the Saiyans' delight. The time chamber was the safest place in the multiverse, but their 7-year training was the most important. The training would evolve the old Kai, unlocking the potential of every fighter as far as it could go on a weekly basis. Having that potential unlocked, each fighter would rotate with sparring partners, seeing as there were 8 of them, in order for fighters like Pan and Bullet to enhance their fighting techniques. The beginning of the training was slow for Goku and Vegeta to allow the others to close the gap, but once this started happening, even those two would start finding challenges in the younger generations. Due to Kibito Shin not having the power to fully heal a Super Saiyan 4, he would carry on with his own training and enhance the God Ki inside him to even higher levels. Within a few months, this allowed him to be able to heal the fighters after their gruesome training bouts, and the Zenkai boosts started to become an important factor to the ever-expanding growth of each Saiyan's raw power. Pan and Buller had managed to access Super Saiyan through training, but this was only the beginning step, as Vegeta had the ability to create an artificial moon. This was the perfect way to help progress each of the Saiyans to the level of Super Saiyan 4. After the old Kai had successfully restored the tails of all the half Saiyans. The only problem was Pan, who did not have a tail when she was born due to her being more human than Saiyan. But this was not a problem, as Vegeta was strong enough to create an artificial moon with so much Blutzwave power that it surpassed even Bulma's machine. And with that amount of oversaturation of Roots waves, even the Saiyan blood within Pan would start to bubble, and a suppressed Uzaru power would surge from within her, allowing it to access the Golden Great Ape. The old Kai and Kibito Shin were there to grant every fighter new sets of clothes too. You could consider this the perfect training vacation. However, the training was not that easy, for fighters like Pan, Bullet, Trunks and Goten were not able to control the rationale of the Golden Great Ape due to their level of mind, body and spirit, which led to delays in the training. So the entire process of having each Saiyan successfully control the rationale of the Golden Ape, as well as having their potentials unlocked, and training, sharpening their techniques, took approximately 3.5 years. This was not a weekend workout to achieve everything. Apart from Goku and Vegeta, the others had a long way to go, but in due time, they did it. Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Bullet, Pan, they all transformed and wielded the primal power of Super Saiyan 4. But this was only the beginning of the training. Goku and Vegeta knew that it wouldn't be enough to face the wrath of 12 angels, not by a long shot. So the plan was to go back to basics, like the Cell Saga, and master the Super Saiyan 4 transformation so that it felt like each warrior's regular base form, to allow each of them to maintain the primal power on a daily basis. And then to supercharge that form with an excessive amounts of Brutes waves from the artificial moons before they leave. Super Saiyan 4 took approximately 3 years to master for everyone because they each had a level of potential different from each other. And what's more interesting, Goku and Vegeta knew that it wasn't themselves who had the most potential, but it was Pan. However, the second generations were close in second place, with Goku and Vegeta in fourth place. That's right. Never underestimate an Earthling prodigy with the power of Majin Buu, who was trained intensely for 7 years with Super Saiyan 4s. Oob had surpassed the power of Goku and Vegeta's Super Saiyan 4 power. In the last 3 years, they believed their new master Super Saiyan 4 power may stand a chance, but there was only one way to find out. Vegeta instructed all fighters to maintain and condition their current power for the next few months. Not to overexert in training, but to ensure they are at a prime level of power before they exit the chamber. Goten and Trunks were full adults by this point, and Pan and Bulla had grown into very strong women, no longer the children they entered the chamber as. It seemed that Vegeta saw something in one of the fighters that he knew would save everyone. Vegeta had become incredibly calm over the last few months. And so that terrifying day arrived. The Saiyans, Oob and the Kais stand together ready to exit the time chamber, but Goku says, Vegeta, we totally forgot the door had been destroyed somehow. How are we going to get out? Vegeta smiles. I used to train in here for sport, and could leave whenever I wanted to, by blasting my way out of the dimension. Our sons used to brag they opened portals in here as a Super Saiyan 3 when they were children. What do you think I can do? And at the snap of his fingers, without effort, the entire area is engulfed with a bright light, an explosive aura surrounding where they all stood, and the dust clears. They were all standing in the rubble on top of the lookout. Vegeta had destroyed the dimension with a click of his fingers. What power is this? This alerted the Dark Angel of Earth to arrive at their presence. He had finished killing off every single warrior on Earth, except for Tien because he's a role model and the Angel respected him. But the Angel was surprised it saw a group of Super Saiyan 4s, but there was going to be no monkey business this time around. Vegeta tells Trunks to demonstrate his power. Trunks steps up and battles the Angel, and after an unexpected show of potential, the raw power overwhelms the Dark Angel. What training is this? Goku Black and his God Key minions must be fuming right about now. And Trunks alone had beat the Angel into the rubble of the lookout. Was this Vegeta's secret? Was it Trunks? Strangely, the defeated Angel lying there, after minutes of being torn apart by a primal ape, began to come back to its senses. The dark power faded away as if the Angel's body was no further use anymore, and the dying Angel manages to make its final breaths count by explaining to the Saiyans about Goku Black's plan and location. Goku Black was the manifestation of the universal virus from the future in which Zeno destroyed. Somehow that pollution managed to form into a being over the course of thousands of years in that time, and when it formed, Goku Black was reborn with a power that far surpassed gods of destruction. He was somehow able to transcend time and space with the new power, and by doing this, year after year, battle after battle, he would fight and die, each time becoming reborn, as his essence could never truly be erased. But his Saiyan biology, thanks to Goku, was growing with each fight, and in no time at all, he started surpassing angels, until finally he was able to infect each of the gods of destruction and angels from all 12 universes. He uses the 12 angels for his dirty work, including killing every Zeno they come across by stabbing him in the back, whilst Goku Black begins collecting one of each god of destruction from all universes and timelines. He specifically wants a god of destruction from each timeline where it mastered Ultra Instinct, to which he currently has the 11 strongest gods contained from spanning across a timeline of thousands of years. But for some reason, only the Beerus from this timeline has shown the ability to wield Ultra Instinct effectively. There has always been something very strange about this timeline, and that's why Goku Black needs this final Beerus to complete his insane, maniacal plan. Because once he has all gods of destructions and angels' power, he's going to sacrifice them all by absorbing all of their divine power and Ultra Instinct essence, and he is delusional enough to believe that once he has all this power, he will erase everything, surpassing Zeno's erasing power, and he will erase all 12 universes and create his own wonderful paradise. The reason he had killed all the other Zenos without delay is because Zeno has the hack to erase Goku Black once again, delaying the process for a further 1,000 years. Can Goku Black even be truly destroyed if he continues to reform from nothing? The angel tells them that Goku Black is located in the world of Void, and with the last remaining energy, the angel opens the doorway for them to go through and tells them sorry for making their world a living hell. The Saiyans and Oob enter the portal with the Kais, and so they enter the world of Void one last time. The fighters stand there in front of Goku Black, with all 12 gods of destruction all chained to the levitating platform like slaves, including Beerus. Yes, Goku Black had caught up with him in the last 7 days, but there was still hope, as Goku Black had not completed the process yet. Goku Black looks aggravated and shouts, "Dark Angels, finish off these stupid monkeys once and for all! They will not ruin my final moments for this wonderful paradise." Gohan shouts out, "Alright guys, this is what we've been training for." And Oob shouts, "Don't underestimate me! I could eat some angel cake right about now." And the war between Saiyans and angels and human commences. Goku Black begins absorbing the destructive power of the gods of destruction, as the Saiyans and Oob gradually start picking apart the angels one by one with their new unrivaled power. Goku Black looks back and is half worried, but half excited at the process and what he's absorbing, knowing his dark plan is coming to fruition very soon. It was minutes away and the angels were successfully holding off the warriors. Goku and the others managed to combine all of their powers and successfully defeat the angels, but it was too late. Goku Black had just sucked the life from all gods of destructions, and each of their chained bodies just collapsed to the floor like malnourished, depleted, deprived, dead, useless beings. He looks at the Saiyans and tells them, "Vegeta, you're too late." And in an instant he commands the dark energy from each of the maimed angels to extract the remaining power and take it straight to himself. The dark energy begins sucking dry the angels' bodies, stealing their power and leaving their bodies remaining like an empty vessel of waste products. As if Shang Tsung just took their souls. Goku Black stands there, with all of that dark, evil, stolen power, looking like the most dangerous, powerful warrior the Dragon Ball universe has ever seen. In his Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 4 God Ki, Gods of Destruction aura. Finally, my wonderful paradise is moments away. But before we commence, I want to respect the urges of this primal Saiyan body one more time, and give it the fight it deserves. And by taking on the 10 of you, including those Kais, I think this would be a sufficient warm-up. Wait, your plan was fusion, wasn't it? Go ahead, Goku and Vegeta. And Goten and Trunks, right? That means Pan and Bulla will fuse. Oh, Gohan, you're left with Oob. What on earth will that create? Even you, Kais. Then all of your fusions should fuse too. It still won't save you now. I have so much God of Destruction essence, I have so much God Ki, I've completely mastered Ultra Instinct, and this isn't even my final form. I am multi-universal, omniversal. I have finally become Omniscience. And with one click of my finger, the entire universe just disappears. How fun is that? Isn't that the story you all craved? Screw martial arts tournaments. Screw good stories. Screw character building. I'm here to give you what you want. Universal destruction with one ki blast. The wonderful paradise. But after this most maniacal, deranged, lunatic speech of all time, Goku and the others look in complete shock and lose all hope, knowing that not even fusions of fusions will be enough. But then, suddenly, all of the stupid games stop. Managing to enter the closing portal to the world of Void in the last second behind everyone else, and keeping himself concealed, the fearsome human warrior Tien shows himself and steps in front of all the Saiyans and gods. Goku Black looks on with the utmost fear and levitates backwards. No! Master Tenshinhan! It cannot be! Tien steps up. You know something? I'm sick of all this bullshit. I've been sick of it for years. And you know I'm gonna say it because no one else will. You, Saiyans, you think it's all about you? Going into that time chamber? Getting really strong? Getting the next form? Which one of you is it this time? Pan? Bulla? Who is Super Saiyan 5? Or 10? How about a Kaioken times 20 cherry on top, Goku? Come on, Vegeta. What's the big secret? Ascend to the next level? Again? Forgive me for not giving a shit. And you, Kais, you're meant to be these deities of the universe, and you stand there with your lackluster commentary over and over again, just to fill screen time, and nobody cares. You said years ago that Beerus and Super Saiyan God Goku would destroy a universe in one punch, but you know something? Not even the moon was grazed. Not even my toilet stains were destroyed. You're full of it. And you, Goku Black? Goku Black begins to startle. No, Master Tien, I didn't mean to. Know when you're being spoken to, filth. All this God Key, angels, gods of destruction, flashy colors. What world do you live in? You know something? You're no goddamn role model to me. Goku Black looks in complete distress. No, I'm sorry. How could I fail you like this? What came over me? You think it's all about powers and universe busting and multipliers? What about Chaozu? What about Krillin? What about Master Roshi? People that are really cared about on an emotional level by real people. There's 20 or so gods and angels' corpses lying here on the floor in disgrace. And you know something? I don't know any one of their goddamn names. And I'd save one Yamcha over all these real jokes any day because he's a goddamn optimist. And you, Goku, I can't believe this mess. This battle lacks any sort of passion compared to when we fought all those years ago in the tournament. What the hell happened to you? Goku looks down in disbelief and shame. Goku Black and the others all see this as true. He lowers down to the ground and to his knees. He shudders and says, I'm sorry, I can clearly see now. Mr. Popo is Ultra Instinct, but you're a true gentleman. A veteran. A manager. An optimist. What is it you wish me to do, my fearless role model? Tien looks around. Everyone just power down. This is getting ridiculous. He looks at Goku Black. Use that dishonorable power and revert everything and everyone else back to the way it should be, including storytelling. And then do the honorable thing and kill yourself. Permanently. Because only then will you become half of the role model that I am. Goku Black teleports everyone back to Earth and does the honorable thing and kills himself. Permanently. Everyone thanks Tien for saving the day, but he says, it's okay guys, I did it because it was the right thing to do. Sometimes fighting is not the answer to solve problems. The strongest attack is just to tell someone you're really disappointed in them. And now he's gone forever, like it should have been from the very beginning. Everyone is at Capsule Corporation to have a huge buffet and a variety of beverages. The Saiyans lift Tien up on their shoulders and celebrate their true hero. Even Vegeta gives him a high five. And then Shenron rocks up and tells Goku to jump on board, because it was time to get things back to how it used to be. And Shenron broke his own rules, and made his own wish that Dragon Ball Super never existed in this timeline. And they fly off into the clouds, and Goku once again merges with Shenron as they disappear into the unknown as everyone else lives happily ever after. But a bright light emits, and suddenly, Ten Shin Han awakes abruptly and in a sweat during the non-retconned ending of Dragon Ball Z 10 years after Kid Buu's defeat. Did Tien see the future? Or did he see the past? Was Dragon Ball GT real? Was Dragon Ball Super real? Tien begins to panic, not knowing what is manga or anime only, and what Akira Toriyama has been involved with. How could Tien even debate without knowing if the Daizenshu has made mistakes? The sweat continues to pour down his body, with fear of being ostracized by purists for believing filler matters. But Tien is soon saved by an arm reaching over to him in bed. He looks, and it is Launch, and she pulls the quilts over her and Tien as she moves closer to him with a passionate look in her eyes. She whispers to his third eye, rest easy, my role model. This ending is canon.
How about some Tien action? Don't think it'll be that easy.